Hey there, Shoe here. Welcome to the Destiny 2 weapon review where I give you the high-level details so you can determine if a weapon is something you want to go for. Real quick, before we hop into the gunplay, thank you for watching this video. If you do like these videos, please drop a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Let's also have a discussion. Tell me what you think about Jurassic Green and what you think the strengths and weaknesses are. Is it a good gun? Is it bad? Let me know. If you have any other recommendations, please let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to jump on the opportunity. Alright, let's get this show on the road. So, I'm sure some of the D2 dad rifle users can definitely agree with me on this analogy I'm going to give you, but let me explain. Think of a weapon like a car. You have different types of cars throughout your lifetime. You had your blue pulses, which is like your first car. Total dog water, but you're just happy to have something. And then you have your first college car or upgrade. These are your old reliables. Not the newest cars, it has some problems, but you'd bet on this thing taking you to Whataburger at 2 a.m. You love it. You have a personal attachment to it, and although some people dig you on liking this car, it's your car. And then you have your dream cars. Your R32 Skylines, your Porsches, your first big boy car, whatever that means to you. You don't get these bad boys unless you get really lucky, or you've grown up and you work hard to get one of these puppies. I consider this to be a darkest before, because you need to earn the gun in the first place in the Prophecy dungeon, but once you get it, it's absolute bread. It's like coffee in the morning with the toast and the butter on it. It's like a fat burger and your 3 a.m. drunk self. You get the idea. Jurassic Green, in my opinion, has the potential to be your old reliable, your college car. You'll love the thing to death and run it to the ground until you get that nice, classy, all-wheel drive darkest before. You want to pocket one of these bad boys, but you need to kind of put in a little bit of work to get your roll. But first, let's talk about the archetype and what the options look like right now. You have 3 rapid-fire pulses in the energy slot that I can think of. Darkest Before, Grid Skipper, and Jurassic Green. I won't say that any of these are your first car material, but they all offer something new to the table and are definitely strong in their niches. Of the 3 stat-wise, Jurassic Green falls a little short, but it's not anything to cry home about. While yes, it's lower than the other 2, it doesn't really matter, man. Because like other cars, you might like the drive and the feel of one pulse over another. In this case, it's about preference. Speaking of preferences, let's see what our options are in Jurassic Green. Perks-wise, there are some interesting options that are available to you, but here are some of the more important things that stuck out to me. Arrowhead brake and extended barrel. 100% recommended because you want that recoil direction to be as high as possible and ending either on a 0 or a 5. But you want it high to have an improved feel on the gun. High caliber rounds and ricochet rounds. Essentials in PvP, especially high cal for that flinch, especially on a rapid fire frame. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. These perk options are at the end, so they're essential to the feel of the gun and can differentiate between being your old reliable and just your normal college car. Something that piqued my interest immediately, rangefinder. There are multiple videos explaining this perk, but why it stuck out to me is that on a rapid fire pulse, you can lane further, your increased zoom will have more aim assist, and a bunch of other benefits. And with the right perk combos, you can make this a flinch monster at range. Here are some of the other perks to highlight too. Heating up for that increased accuracy, stability, and recoil direction. However, if you get the right mag and barrel perks to it, you won't really need it for the recoil direction, especially since you can get it to 95 with the counterbalance and arrowhead. Killing wind is interesting when you're laning a busy lane. You get more range, improved handling, and a 0.05 damage fall off distance multiplier. This perk is good for getting easy doubles in a tight lane from afar. And tunnel vision. Getting that increased aim assist and accuracy after snagging a kill is always nice. Let's go ahead and look at that final perk column. We've got Wellspring. That's an easy pickup. Get that additional ability generation that's split equally in your uncharged abilities. It's pretty nice. One quick note to keep in mind though, Wellspring is bugged with multi-charged abilities at the moment, so keep that in mind if you're running double grenades, double knives, and whatever else. This next perk is an absolute must. Multi-kill clip. Getting that 17% damage increase from one kill is amazing. It drives that TTK value lower and lower with the more kills that you have. Get this on this gun. Let's go ahead and talk about PvE for a second, and there's some interesting things to look at. Bungie Community Dad, aka DMG, said that Adrenaline Junkie's getting buffed soon, so more details to come. If you do get a Jurassic Green on it, hold on to it. Subsistence. One of my absolute favorites, just continue to spray down hordes of enemies in casual play, it's super fun. Dragonfly. Slap on a dragonfly spec on it and it seems like it could be a fun little time. Just blow some stuff up. On a personal note, for endgame content, I don't necessarily recommend this gun. Fact of the matter is there are other archetypes that have more range than this gun and you might need that for Grandmaster, so just keep that in mind, but it's a fun little gun. Let's talk about the roll that I'm using right now. The roll that I'm using right now isn't anywhere near the God roll. In fact, it's kind of trash. But personally, I like the feel of the gun, so I'm using it. But it could be better. I'm definitely going to hunt for a better one. It's serviceable, but it's not what I'd personally go for. I believe this to be the God roll, though. Arrowhead brake for that recoil direction bump. High caliber rounds to constantly throw people off with a flinch, especially hand cannon users. Rangefinder for that increase in zoom and all the benefits that are added. And finally, multi-kill clip to continue to mow down guardians after getting some kills. This roll screams nasty, and it's definitely your old reliable. You can bet on this puppy to do a lot of things for you, and it's a lot easier to farm than your other counterparts. That's definitely a plus in my book. Jurassic Green is personally great. I like the feel of the gun, it's an interesting contender. It's not the dream car that everybody wants, but it's the more economic choice. The more safe choice, that's easier to grab and go. I would personally recommend this gun to people who are exploring rapid fire pulses in the energy slot to try out, or maybe they don't have one. Definitely grab this gun if you don't have it. And finally, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for all the car analogies. Literally, as I was writing the script, I was just getting a tire change because I got a flat, so I was influenced. Tell me what you think about Jurassic Green, and what do you think the strengths and weaknesses are? Is it a good gun? Is it bad? Let me know. Like I said earlier, if you also have any other recommendations, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to jump on the opportunity. Take it easy, Guardians.